Boris Johnson has revealed he is going to give Nicola Sturgeon thousands of tons of fish for Christmas. Despite Britain and the EU reaching a post-Brexit trade deal after months of fraught negotiations, Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon is not too happy about it. On Thursday afternoon, Prime Minister Johnson said the UK had achieved a Canada-style trade deal worth £660 billion and addressed the agreement on fisheries, a major issue during the negotiations, saying that the UK had taken back full control of its waters. But according to Ms. Sturgeon, the major promises made by the government on fisheries had been broken. She said, the extent of these broken promises will become apparent to all very soon. People in Scotland voted overwhelmingly to remain in the EU, but their views have been ignored. This is a far harder Brexit than could have been imagined when the EU referendum took place, damaging and disrupting this nation's economy and society at the worst possible time. The First Minister argued Scotland has the right to choose its own future as an independent country and once more regain the benefits of EU membership. It seems, though, the Prime Minister did deliver his promise on this Christmas present on time. When questioned at a Downing Street conference last week, Mr. Johnson said, as for a present for Nicola, well, there's all sorts of things that will arise naturally from the UK getting a new relationship with our friends in the European Union. But one thing that may be of particular interest to the people of Scotland is that they will become the proud possessors of hundreds of thousands of tons of fish, shellfish, crustaceans. I don't know whether Nicola's a keen fish eater, but she'll have more than she could possibly consume herself for a very, very long time. So how about that? Will that do? The First Minister was also asked at her daily coronavirus briefing what she would buy as a Christmas present for the Prime Minister, in response to his comments. She said, I'm probably not one to talk, but a hairbrush, maybe. That's meant as a light-hearted comment, not as a serious comment, and I am definitely not one to talk, as you can see. Ms. Sturgeon added, I actually signed him a Christmas card over the weekend, so there is a Christmas card winging its way from me to Boris Johnson. We will wait and see whether there is one winging its way in the opposite direction. He'll reveal that exclusively, perhaps, in one of the briefings over the Christmas period. In an exclusive interview with e.x.posed.uk, Alan Winters, director of the Trade Policy Observatory at the University of Sussex, claimed that despite Britain fighting tooth and tail to protect its waters, it could all soon go down the drain if Scotland becomes independent. Ms. Sturgeon is planning to hold a second independence referendum in the early part of the next Scottish parliamentary term, following elections to Holyrood in spring 2021.